grisly chaos. I'm wondering, is that because it's the logistics of physically getting stuff here? Is that the problem?
Yeah, we have a modern miracle in this country of the distribution of food coming in through Dover, Calais and other ports, of course, sent round the country via distribution systems and on the shelves just in time. So anybody who's been to a supermarket in recent years will have noticed that the size of the food is contracted, most of the product is on the shelf and it arrives just at the moment when it can be sold to shoppers. What this will do is disrupt that. I think there's a general acceptance that there'll be delays of 1 or 2 days going both ways, incidentally, in and out of the country. And that, at this point in the year, if it were an October exit, would mean that a lot of fresh food that we're importing from southern Spain and North Africa will just not have time to get here and to go onto the shelf and remain in good condition. So it won't be shipped, and there'll be shortages of things like berries and fruit and vegetables and of other products that also go out of time.
Given that we've had this warning, given that you, I suspect, have been game planning for this for some time, there really is no way around it.
Well, there is a way around it, which is it would be not to exit on the 31st of October, or to exit with some form of deal that meant that, as the Theresa May deal meant, that there was a period of transition. But if we exit with no deal, this is a pretty accurate assessment of what will happen pretty quickly.
And Ian, if things are harder, tougher to get into this country, it tends to mean the consumer will end up paying more.
Yes, and that I think is the other thing. And at the same time as all this is going on, of course, we've got the currency fluctuations. So it may very well be that as a no-deal exit emerges much closer towards the end of October, that the currency tanks. And the first thing that shoppers will see is increased prices of products that are being shipped from Europe and are denominated in either euros or dollars. And the disruption will be a kind of follow-up in the days after the 31st of October.
This was written in August. The government says this is a scenario, the worst case scenario as they put it. I'm just wondering what might have improved if we still leave on the 31st of October in this period between.
Well, what might improve is relationships, for example, with the French and the Irish. So it may be that it's possible to reach what are described as side deals on things like products of animal origin, on border inspection posts, on customs checks. But the essential problem to which Yellowhammer refers is the fact that about half the drivers who rock up either at Calais or Dover won't have the right documentation. And if they don't have the right documentation, which of course they don't need at the moment, then there will be delays. And it won't matter if you've got the right documents if you're behind 3 lorries that haven't.
What about Nigel Farage? I was listening to him last night. He was saying there are lots of ports who are after this sort of business. There are other ways around this.
Well, Nigel Farage has evidently never been involved in food distribution. The quickest and most efficient way to get fresh food, particularly, into this country is across the short straits, as they refer to them, Dover-Calais, or Calais-Dover, or under the tunnel. And it's that's the pinch point. There will be other pinch points. Similarly, I think there will be problems in Dublin to Fishguard, and I think those sort of areas will be the ones that cause the delay and the disruption. And to suggest that it's not going to happen, this is not a report written by a bunch of Ramonas. This is a report written by sober civil servants who have the country's best interests at heart.
And if Boris Johnson is watching you right now, what's the message? Get a deal.
Sort it out is my strong wish, and I think that's of our industry. Just let's get something sorted. But of course, the industry would also want a particular kind of deal, and I just don't think that deal can be done in the next, whatever it is, 50 days.
Ian Wright from the Food and Drink Federation. Thanks so much for your time this afternoon.
Nice to talk to you.